Call me in order and ask Councilman Martin to lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilor Brown?
Here.
Councilor Weaver?
Here.
Councilor Broughton?
Here.
Councilor Watson?
Here.
Councilor Barton?
Here.
Mayor Lovelace?
Here.
It's quorum for business.
Next item is approval of the minutes for the October 9th meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Councilor Broughton, second by Councilor Watson to approve the minutes for the October 9th regular meeting of the council. Are there any changes to be made? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broughton?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
The motion carries and the minutes are approved.
Next item is welcome visitors, and I appreciate being here today. There's several people here I don't normally see here, and I'm glad y'all are here today. Next item is approval of the agenda. Are there any additions or deletions? If none, everybody in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Next item is a public hearing. Call a public hearing to order. This is a public hearing to consider rezoning the Dogwood Hills Technology Park property from an R1 low-density, single-family residential to B3 general business. Resolution number 17-1023. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition to this? Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor? Hearing none, I will close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
We have a motion that we approve resolution number 17-1023.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Watson, second by Councilor Barton, to approve Resolution 17-1023. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broughton?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the resolution to rezone the Dogwood Hills Technology Park is approved.
Under new business, the first item is approval of an airport grant application, Resolution 17-1023-1. And if I ask the clerk to sort of summarize that.
This is there's an annual application period for grants for the airport. This isn't, at this point, is not a specific grant purpose, but this gives we're approving that we will apply, basically. Mm-hmm. You're approving to apply for that grant and saying that the city will commit to the co-pay, per se, 5% of the grant amount, whatever that is, if it's received.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 17-1023-1.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Weaver, second by Councilor Brown. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broughton?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the Airport Improvement Funding Assistance Application Resolution is approved.
Next item is approval of an Alabama Department of Transportation cooperative right-of-way agreement for our new wayfinding sign maintenance agreement. Resolution number 17-1023-2.
I make a motion to approve that resolution.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Barton, second by Councilor Watson to approve Resolution 17-1023-2. Is there any discussion?
I would just like to say, these are the signs that we've been working on for a good long while, through tree and beautification and other places too. These are more like directional signs to tell people where things are in the city.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Weaver?
Yes.
Counselor Broughton?
Yes.
Counselor Watson?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the wayfinding sign resolution is approved.
The next item is a contract with Faith Builders Constructions to make repairs at the John L. Fisher Center, and I will call on the city clerk bid tab.
Okay. You can see that we solicited bids from 5 different contractors. The lowest and only bid was $22,800 from Faith Builders Construction. There were various reasons for not getting bids from some of the others. Either they just could not do it in the time frame, or they didn't do that specific kind of work. So, but essentially, we had no other bids within those constraints.
This is resolution number 17-1023-3, approving the contract with Faith Builders Construction.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve Resolution 17-1023-3.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Broughton, second by Councilor Watson. Is there any discussion?
Yes, got one question, Alex. When will they start work? Any idea when will they start the work?
I don't know an exact date, but it'll be soon. It'll be, within the next month, yeah.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broughton?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and Resolution 17-23-3 for the John L. Fisher Community Center repairs is approved.
The next item is approval of a resolution for multiple road paving projects. And you can see the list of the streets that are there, and this may also cover repairs of curbs and sidewalks on those streets. And in this resolution, it also may cover some additional streets if we should uncover some adjoining streets that while we're there we may pick up. This will all be bid out by an engineer for the city, and it'll come back for approval on the final cost. But that is resolution 17-1022-3-4.
23-4.
1023-4.
Yeah.
You got too many twos in there. Typographical error.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 17-1022-3-4.
It's just
23.
17-1023-4.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yes, okay, I second that one. Motion.
Motion by Councilor Barton, second by Councilor Watson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broughton?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the paving, sidewalk, curbing, driveway construction resolution is approved.
The next item is a request the use of Dogwood Hills Technology Park for the groundbreaking ceremony, which will be, this is for Provalis. This will be Wednesday beginning at 3 o'clock. The governor will be here. The director of the Commerce Department, Greg Canfield, will be here, and the director of ADECA, Director Boswell, will all be here. So it's quite a a day for the city of Brewton, and we'll meet in the parking lot at Dogwood Hills, and it'll be just adjacent to that parking lot beginning at 3 o'clock. So I'll make a motion that we allow the use of Dogwood Hills Technology Park for the groundbreaking ceremony.
Second that motion.
Motion by Mayor Lovelace, second by Councilor Barton. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broughton?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion.
I probably ought to vote too.
And Mayor Lovelace? Yes.
Next item is reduced permit fee for the T.R. Miller Athletic Club Carnival, and I'll call on the city clerk.
Okay. I would like to call on Vance Kilgore to speak in behalf of the Athletics Club.
Thank you for having me again today. Basically, this is our fall carnival. We do it twice a year, well, fall once, spring once. But in the past, we just asked for the city to abate the remaining, all but one day of the fee that's required. I think it's like $355. Just like to ask y'all, we'll make sure the grounds are clean like we always try to do, and everything's orderly.
So did I hear, is it a flat charge of?
It's a $355 or $365. It's like 1 month, 1 day's fee instead of the whole, paying daily for the whole week.
So he wants to abate 1 day?
Right, this is November the 8th through the 11th. They come in on the 5th and set up, but they always do a really good job keeping everything clean, I think, and real orderly.
They just paid a one-day fee for the
So-
full term.
Right, be a motion to abate 1 day. Mr. Chairman.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Broughton, second by Councilor Watson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Weaver?
Yes.
Councilor Broughton?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the carnival permit concession is approved.
We thank you all for y'all's continued support.
Thank you, sir. Are there any public comments?
Christmas parade.
And announcements?
Right.
Christmas parade.
Right.
Christmas parade is going to be December the 8th. It's a Chamber of Commerce event. It's going to be at 6 p.m., just like it was last year. So I hope everybody will turn out. It ought to be a lot of fun. It has been a big crowd the last several years, so I look forward to it.
Mayor, you gonna mention about the fish rodeo for the fire department?
Oh, I'm sorry. Last Saturday, the police department did a fishing rodeo for kids, and it started at 8 o'clock and it went to noon, and they had lunch, and they had about 400 people show. And that's at the E.O. Wilson Park, which is behind Arby's. There's a pond there. This weekend, and we stock it with catfish, and they're from 2 to 3.5 pound catfish for rodeo. They put the same amount of catfish in this week, and the fire department is going to have a fishing rodeo. And so if you didn't make it last weekend, I highly recommend to make it this weekend. I already told the council where the hot spots are. If you want to come up after the meeting, I'll tell you where the hot spots are, but it's best to be there at 8 o'clock. But they caught a lot of fish, and
Good time.
Good time, too.
the ice chests were furnished by a company that Paul Owens owned, and so I want to thank Mr. Owens for giving each one of those children that. And we suggested last week, and we suggested again this week, if to bring your own poles, but they will have poles there for people that don't. They will have plenty of bait. They will have plenty of food there. So it's a lot of fun, and so I highly recommend to bring your children and grandchildren and come out there and have a good day with the fire department. Are there any other announcements?
Motion we adjourn.